Good morning. This is Julz and Paekau coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand, live on my broadcast number 97. Thank you so much for coming along to my broadcast today. And as a fellow TBC, a trusted seller within the community, I am here to help you on your way. Good morning, Andrea Medlock. Thank you for coming along to my 97th broadcast. And this morning I'd like to feature how having your health in order is, to me, a priority, because without your health, you need to have that in order to enjoy what TBC has brought to the table. So for me, marrying health with wealth makes a whole lot of sense to me, especially for the last 8 weeks now of doing chemo treatment. My health has been, to say the least, topsy-turvy. But it's something that I've managed to work my way through. Now the clinical side of things that has been going on with me has been like a powerful feeling in my head that I needed to get myself back to a stage where my understanding of things I sort of lost the way, and because of the powerful medication I'm on, it tends to play havoc with your head. And there were days where I could barely open my eyes, let alone think about TBC. Now, that to me was robbing me of that little bit of knowledge that I was lacking during that period. But having things brought into my life as far as my health is concerned, that's absolutely fine, Andrea. Things I've worked things out to the point that I'm now able to mobilise myself to get my thought levels back to where they were 8 weeks ago. I've still got another 2 more months to go as far as treatment's concerned. But my positivity about it all is that my daughter brought this water into my life. I don't know whether you've heard about it or not, and it's called Kangen water. And it's a type of water that is free of all radicals that you will find in your ordinary tap water. And so I've been on this journey to compare the water to my health, and it has done me nothing but good things over the last 8 weeks. I have not drunk soda water, I have not drunk coffees, I drink a lot of tea, and but the water has all been from this machine that my daughter has brought for me. Well, she hasn't bought it for me, but she's installed it in my house where I have this health water available to me 24/7. Now, what does that mean for me in TBC? What it means is that now my thoughts are clearer. I can focus on my TBC. Over the last 2 days, I've focused on doing my broadcast, because I hadn't done a broadcast for so many weeks. And it's brought my thought levels to a place where I can use this alkaline water, and I have a machine. And I'm so grateful for my daughter to bring it to me. So I'm learning the levels of the water. And as you can see, 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even get out of bed. But now my skin is all beautiful. This is my second round of chemo. I first got cancer in 2008. So I've been 10 years in remission. But at the start of this round, I was nothing but sick, sick, sick. Good morning, Stephen Cuffy. Thank you for coming along. And I have been sick so much. I'm sick of being sick. And in my mind, this alkaline water has brought me to a level that my health and my wealth matter. And so you couldn't marry up a better product with TBC. We have TBC. I have Kangen water. And my levels, I tell you what, tomorrow I'll go and have blood tests and things. I'll do all the things that I've been doing over the last 8 weeks. But my personal levels, my energy levels are now at a point where I know that health is important. We must take care of our health to enjoy the abundance of TBC. How can that not matter in one's personal life? I know we're all we all go through different levels of life, different paces, no two people are alike. But all I'm trying to say here is that your health matters. I look at kids buying soda water now. They buy it by the bucket loads. They have no idea what they're drinking. Now, this alkaline water has proven that soda waters, energy drinks, even fruit drinks, they're not all what they're cut out to be. Because I've seen it. The proof is sitting in my kitchen. Now, I've only had this machine for 4 days. So there's still a lot to learn about it. But what I do know is that it has helped me immensely over the last 8 weeks. And I have learned to adjust the level of the water to suit, because there's a particular level you can only take with medication. If you take it at the higher level, it will disperse the medication too fast. So that's something I've learned. Because I did make a mistake one day and I took the wrong level of water with my medication. And it was like my head was exploding because it was too strong. When you're on 32 tablets and you get this big explosion of different kinds of medication, well then yes, something's bound to happen. But I learned from that. And now I'm at a level where I can take my medication safely and be able to utilize my energy now in a positive manner. So I'm very grateful for my daughter for allowing me. She's actually bought the machine, but she's installed it at my home. So my gift to her, because it's actually a business, is that I'm like a walking testimony for her. So I've opened a YouTube channel giving my testimony of the Kangen water, and so I can help her in that area. She understands that TBC is my first priority, but she's made me her priority, and I bless her little heart for that. So together we can work safely hand in hand, and hence I have used that as my title for my broadcast, Health and Wealth in Abundance, because that's what's happening. For me right now, my health is in tip-top order, as good as it can be at this time. I've still got 2 more months of chemo to go, but I'm looking at it in a different light now. I'm looking at it as now that I can do my broadcasts, I can communicate with those that I've lost track of over the last few weeks. Not lost track of, but the communication waves have been not as open as I usually am, but getting back to a strength is helping me to move forwards because TBC is moving and I need to keep up. And so health and wealth in abundance, absolutely. And I want the both. I want the both for me, for my family, and for friends and neighbours who now I'm able to communicate with them. I'm opening a hydration station at my home so people can come and try this water. And then, I can do the TBC spiel as well. So what a better way to marry up one product with another. A private abundance coin that's going to be the most expensive coin online, and your health, a water that is proving to be you're looking good for the trauma that you're going through. Chemo is yes, it is pretty much a very harsh treatment, Andaria. And because this is my second round, I'm heading into, once I finish my chemo, they're hoping to do a stem cell transplant straight after my chemo finishes. So, I might be feeling all spiffy and well right now, but I know there's still a lot of trauma to come, as you put it. Yes, that's an awesome word to use, Andaria, because I know the treatment, and I've gotten to the stage that the hair falling out and all that, it's all part and parcel, the nausea, you name it. But I'm in a different frame mind now because my health has gotten that little boost from the water that I'm now got available at my fingertips. So to even think of drinking tap water or buying a Coke, and I love my Coke. I'd have McDonald's and Coke was the first thing I'd have. But I haven't had any of that in the last 8 weeks. No soda pops, no milkshakes, all my favourite drinks, even fruit juice. Because you can now, I have the proof. They say, oh, look, that's full of crap, full of radicals. And that's what everybody's putting into their bodies. My fruit and veggies get washed in the water. And the difference of when you're seeing your veggies and all the pesticides that are left behind before you start to cook it. It's mind-blowing because you can see the chemicals that come off your veggies when you wash them in the alkaline water and as opposed to washing them in the tap water. Oh my gosh, the difference is huge. And so my eating habits at the moment, my eating habits are like, I'm eating like a bird. Oh, you want this, you want that, because your taste buds are shot. My salt intake, I'm not a salt person, but your salt intake has to be important during the treatment. And so I've bought me some Himalayan salt because you just need a couple of grains. You don't need that's just to get the taste buds going in my mouth. So in order for that to happen, you got to balance everything up, and it works. It works. And I'm so grateful for this machine, and I'm grateful to my daughter. So right at this moment, my daughter's up at the market, and she's got bottles of water ready to go for people to test, because that's what it's all about. It's about it, it's about sharing the water with people. And so, if I'm going on about it, it's because it's done so much for me. Now, in order for me to get my head around TBC, which I always had, and now I'm back to a stage where getting back to the blog, getting back to everybody's broadcast when I can. It's I had a friend of my mum's refused the treatment after 2 treatments over 20 years ago. No recurrence. Oh, that's awesome, Mandaria. And yes, the water it's miraculous. I can't speak of it highly enough. And that's why I'm endeavouring to help my daughter out. She's taken this on board as her business. And so if I'm a walking testimony for her, well then, we're helping one another. And so with that, and the beautiful featuring of TBC admin of now our children that are getting brought on board. So I've just to take you over and watch a little something that I'm also a part of, but haven't been able to get out to at the moment. And I just wanted to share something that I know it happens. I know homelessness is rife in many, many countries. And New Zealand's no option. They also have their levels of poverty, not as bad as some areas. But I just wanted to show you something that I get involved with. That's just happening, in my local neighbourhood, in the city of Auckland. And so I just wanted to show you this. It's just something that's happening that happens on a Friday evening and a Sunday evening. I'll just move that ahead forward a bit. And we go out and feed the homeless. And yes, this carries on. Like I said, we all have our share of the homeless and the needy and the hungry. And because here in New Zealand now we're in the grips of winter, and it's freezing. It's freezing. So this is about 9 o'clock in the evening, and so they go out and feed, and whatever goods people donate. Like, it might not seem a lot to people, but some of these ladies, there's some ladies walking around here with boxes. I'll just maybe fast forward that a little bit. Yeah, see this lady here, she's got a box of tampons. Now, tampons are important to women out on the street that are doing it rough. And so it doesn't matter what you donate, anything that's donated towards the homeless and the hungry and the needy, it's all utilised and it's all put to good use. So, they're getting fed, they get blankets, but there's their sleeping area outside there on the concrete. So they try and get as many people as they can. As you can see, they're hungry. But yeah, like I said to you, it's more ripe. It's worse in other countries, I know. But what little help, what little help you can give, it's going to help somebody with some nourishment. There's a little bit of warmth. You can always have a good night's sleep when your tummy's got tucker in it. So this is something I like to get involved with. I haven't been in the last couple of months, so definitely something that I want to get back into. And I take a pot along. It helps. And you mean, I think I'm doing it right. Well, there's somebody doing it worse. And so I take my hat off to these guys who come out, donate what they can to feed the people. So this means a lot to me. So I'll stop sharing that there. So yeah, I just thought that I'd share that with you, because it's something very passionate, feeding our homeless and things like that. Now, on a lighter note, I'd like to feature a couple of videos, very happy videos of a couple of the children that have been featured on our blog, and we've had a response from one of the mums who's so happy that. So we'll go and take a look at that, because it's such an awesome way to, I guess, feature our children without them feeling scared or anything. So I just want to take you over to Danina Charlie Johnson, the Billion Coin blog post. Now, TBC has changed my life so much. I did name my son after my success with the Billion Coin and blessings of a dear family member who passed Bill. A billion was the name God moved me to name him. It holds great sentimental value, but to see my baby on the blog moved me so much. I am so inspired all over again to share the currency that changed my life for good. That helped me become somebody when the world told me I was no one. I look back at my journey, the tears, the struggle, the abuse, the naysayers, and because of the Billion Coin, me and my kids are blessed to have come to the top. I never stop sharing, because one day more and more people's lives, families' lives, will be impacted the way mine was, and they will be blessed. Never be afraid to try something new. May God bless the second generation of Tibetans. May He protect them and shield them as we continue with all our efforts to end global poverty. Isn't that beautiful? So the baby's name is a billion. Simple, and yet full of what do you say? It's a name that's full of not just blessings, but it's a name that has so many meanings that you can put to it. How you perceive a billion as a name, which I might add is different, but then it's a loaded name. It's a loaded name. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous, that TBC admin? And I know exactly how Darnina should be feeling by now. And then we have the other cutie doll right over here. Bravo, bravo. Now, what's the name? Even a one-day-old baby can earn broadcaster cookie rewards. And here is how. Now this is also video. So when you get the time, please uh, go along and watch that video because, oh my gosh. Hi Eric, Shirley. Thank you for coming along this evening. Bravo, bravo. This mother-daughter first TBC broadcast shows how easy it is for our children to earn TBC broadcaster cookie rewards. If you have a one-day-old baby that you want to help to earn TBC broadcaster cookie rewards, just hold the baby in your arms and do a broadcast. Oh my gosh, how easy is that? The answer to this concern is so obvious that I had to laugh when I have seen members ask, how is that possible? The rising second generation of Tibetans give us all hope of long-term future for TBC. Now, I thought about this the other day, and I was thinking to myself, I have got 30 grandchildren, and I've only just I opened an account for one of the youngest of my grandchildren yesterday, and I thought, what am I doing? I've got 30 grandchildren, and I haven't even begun to open them an account. How bad is that? I could win the next cruise, all on my own. But and then seeing these wonderful posts that TBC admin had put out about the children, well, I've got to get my skates on, absolutely. We have a very special second generation Tibetan within our ranks that was named a billion because the mother Danina Charlie Johnson was so enthusiastic about how TBC was changing her life at the time of his birth. Look at the handsome little dude, eh? That is so cute. Perhaps, in jest, TBC Randy was letting his excited about signing up all the members of a household go to his head and said, you could even sign up your cats and dogs in the house to collect cookie rewards, but has since done a retraction video to clarify that this is not the case, although it seemed good in his head at the time, I'm sure. Living men and living women and their living children can collect these rewards, but not your cats and dogs. Okay, then. I think we've all gotten that uh, all down packed and clear on that matter. Not your cats and dogs or your mice and whatever, but living men and women and your babies. So that definitely cleared that area up. When I say kids, I am not referring to goats either. Just to be clear. Oh, that was a little nice little chuckle there. So no cats and dogs, no goats, all humans. So let's come back over to here. Okay. So there we have it. I'm so happy to have shared this short half hour concerning health and wealth. And because, health means everything. If you're going to enjoy your abundance, enjoy it in a good frame of mind, a healthy environment. And for me, it's nothing short of miraculous. And having the water at my fingertips to explore that avenue without a worry, knowing that my health is going to be in order because I'm going to make sure of that. So I can enjoy my TBC journey even more Now, my first thought was that, look, I can get, I can connect back up. Although I had lost my way over the last few weeks. That was then. This is now. And moving forward, my first priority is to keep my house in check. Just to make sure that my energy levels are at a point that I can handle it. I've still got to have my rest. I do. Usually about 2, 3 o'clock in the evening. I have my nana naps. And but it's all part and parcel of making sure that your house is correctly looked after, and that I can converse with my specialist. The one thing I haven't told my specialist and my nurses is about this alkaline water. Because every week I do bloods and my levels are always good. And so I guess I've got that going for me. So if everything's going well, the tests are proving good, then I know it's not all of the medication and all of I know that the water has got a great part to play in it. So yes, absolutely, certainly, I married health and wealth in abundance together because that's what I have got. I have now turned a corner where my house means everything to me, and so does my wealth. So I'm happy to say that getting back into my broadcasting mode has been a vital part of getting the TBC word out there, broadcasting, connecting, always leaving the door open for those who want to connect with me. I'm more than happy to help in any area I can. If there are questions that you've got that if I can't answer it, the blog can. That's what the blog's there for. The interaction that TBC admin have with the TBC community is second to none. An admin that is always looking for ways to help the community, making things easier. Look how they managed to open the door to those that got left out of the migration period. But there's that little window of hope that they can retrieve what coins have been left behind in their 004.net wallet. That's tremendous. I know there were a few members asking, could the door be left open? And it didn't take TBC admin long to come to the party, you might say. So they opened that door to allow those few that have still got coins to transfer over. And they made that process as easy and as simple as possible as they could. Well set out. The instructions are easy to follow. So if you have people, hello TBC Revolution, hi Femi, how are you? Thank you for coming along. As you know, my broadcasts haven't been slotted into any correct broadcasting rota, and because I feel that I'm compelled to do things on a whim, but it's okay. And so, with my health and wealth in order, I'd like to thank you, Stephen Cuffey and Daria Medlock, Eric A. Aseli, and TBC Revolution. I know you've just come in, but I thank you so much for engaging with me this morning. It's 9:30 a.m. here in New Zealand, Auckland. So I'm off to the markets And I'd like to thank you all for coming along to my broadcast number 97. And I hope to catch up with you again, all on your live broadcast, however time allows it, because it's very vital to me and to you and the TBC community that we all have things in hand. So thank you all for coming along, and I'll catch you all in your live broadcasts. And this is Julz and Paekau coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand, and I'll say goodbye for now, and have a great day, evening, afternoon, as will I. So ka kite, bye for now.